And here we are on another beautiful Wednesday, Sparkson, with you. And I got back in the building with a new friend today.
Yeah, we have Justice here today. Justice is a young German Shepherd mix. I don't know how long he's going to stay on camera here. He's very energetic. He likes to run. He's really high strung. I say he's young and full of energy. He loves to play catch. I'm sure he loves to go for walks. He pulls a little bit. So he rides surprisingly well in the truck. He just sits. That's the only time I've seen him calm this morning. So he does well in riding in the vehicle. So, but he's got spring allergies, of course, because it's almost spring, thank God. So anyway, this is Justice. He's a German Shepherd mix, like I said. He's available for shelter, and his adoption cost is $145 if you live in McDonough County. If you don't live in the county, we deduct the $15 for the McDonough County's tag, so his cost drops to $130 from outside of the county.
Yeah, and you can tell by looking at him, I mean, he might be a mix, but there's a lot of German.
But he's not as big as most German Shepherds. He's small, so I think he's fully grown. So he's a good size. He's not overwhelming like a lot of German Shepherds are, where they're sitting in the chair here, they're nose to nose with you. So he's down here much closer to my knee.
He's a more bite-sized German Shepherd.
I don't say bite, but he's more of a medium, a family, not quite family size, but a value size, yes. He's definitely not on the small end, he's in between.
And he is definitely up for grabs out at the shelter.
Yes.
As you might guess, he's probably a bit energetic, so maybe somebody who's going to be able to give him plenty of space or keep him on the go.
Yeah, you're going to have room for him. You're going to have to probably have a fenced-in area that he can run and play. Like I say, he loves to play fetch with the ball, so get out there and kind of throw the ball, wear him down a little bit. I'm sure he loves doing other things. He hasn't been trained in any thing like sit or stay or so forth, so he needs work on that. You can see how loving he is, though. He's just a very friendly, when he has time to settle down and actually interact with you, he's a very friendly fellow. Make a great addition to any family, and he's handsome too,
That he is. He's overwhelmed with all of the new sights and smells.
Yes, that, and also being out of his kennel for a little while. So he likes that too. That kennel gets old. 4 walls that look pretty much the same all the time. Be able to get some exercise and you want to go? I'm gonna let you go.
Well, the nice part is you can actually help get him out of those 4 walls and surround him with some better ones.
Yes. So, yep, you can. All you got to do is complete an application. John here is so kind as to put an application pin to this video, so you don't have to go very far to look for it. Just complete that. You can email it. You can fax it. You can take a picture of it with your phone and send us that, whatever. We don't care how we get it. Just send it to us, and once we check a couple of things, you should be approved, and you can adopt Justice or any of his companions at the shelter. The application asks you for which specific animal you're interested in, but in reality, it's good for every animal at the shelter. It's good for 1 year. So once you fill it out once, you're ready to go. Even if there's no animal at the shelter you think you might be interested in right now, you can fill one out, and that way you have it done, and you're ready to go if one pops into the shelter that catches your interest at a later date.
Yeah. And just comes back.
Yep.
And speaking of the pets out there, have we had any luck in the last week?
Not that I know of, so it's been a quiet week. Cat adopted on last week, and that's about it as far as I know. Yeah.
Well, things at the shelter might have been quiet. I heard things got a little fun with casino night.
Yeah, I'm sure they had a one time up there. Big turnout. thanks to everyone who came to the event sponsored by the Humane Society. We really appreciate it, and hope you won a good prize, and congratulations to all the prize winners up there. So, and thank you again for supporting the Humane Society and supporting the shelter.
Oh yeah, I'm sure before too long they're going to release some new numbers, and we can tell how close it is to getting these animals into a new shelter.
Right. And I know they're looking around for new places. They've checked out a couple of buildings here in town recently, so maybe soon they'll find some place. They've been working on this since 2017, so this is the 7th year of their fundraising. So hopefully they're starting to get to the point where maybe they can take some of that money and put it into action.
Absolutely. Now, maybe too much for you, or maybe you're not a dog person. The good news is there are plenty of pets out of the shelter who are ready for adoption.
That's right. We have about 20 dogs out there. Come out and look at them, or check out the Humane Society and our Facebook page. Both of them have pictures of the animals currently available at the shelter. Plus, we've got probably about 30 cats out there. So come out and take a glance at them. We just had a dog give birth. I'm not sure how many pups there are at the moment. There's 4 or 5, but they're just in the very, very starting processes of life. So if you're interested in a puppy, this was Lulu that was the mother. She's a pit mix. So, if you're looking for a little puppy, wait a couple of months and we'll have some puppies out there.
Yeah, you bet. And if you can't adopt a pet for one reason or the other, well, the donations of time or resources are always appreciated.
Right. We always need help out there. Particularly the dog walkers have been overwhelmed by the number of dogs we've had come in this year. We've been up to 27 dogs at one point this late winter. So they can use more people to come out and walk the dogs. It's a good way for you to get your morning exercise. You help us and help yourself at the same time. So come on out and volunteer for that. We also need help cleaning the cat kennels, cleaning the dog kennels, and just general projects around the shelter. So if you don't have the money, or you can come out and donate your time, because if you do want to make some donations of actual products to the shelter, we always need cat litter. I always say look at oil dry. Cheaper than commercial brand cat litter. Works just as good. A lot of our volunteers like it better even than a lot of the commercial cat litters. And we always need dry cat food, dry dog food, and Dawn dishwashing soap. So those are our 4 big items that we go through out there. And paper towels, to be honest, too. So.
Yep, plenty of ways to help the shelter out, even if you can't adopt now or in the future.
That's right. So you can come out and assist, and it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. The volunteers we have are wonderful, but I say the walkers there's a few too many dogs and a few too few walkers. So, and it gets overwhelming for them after a while. So if you can come out and just volunteer your legs for a morning or 2 a week, it would be greatly appreciated.
And don't forget, spring coming up. It's that time where pups and kittens and all sorts of young animals are born, which means it's also get your pet spayed or neutered.
Yes, be sure that helps. If you really want to help the shelter, that's one way to do it too, is to get your pet spayed, neutered. That means there's less animals at the shelter, and that is a big help to us, and it's a big help to the animals and the animal population in whole. The fewer animals vying for attention at the shelter, the better for the rest of them. And it's just the way it should be. It's not good having animals running at large in town. There's too many of them, we know, but there's just not much we can do. There is a program sponsored by the Humane Society to catch them and take them down to Quincy, neutered or spayed, and then released back into their home area. There's also an organization, I think it's called Catch Release, or something like that, that's starting up here in McDonough County. doing the same thing. So check the internet and you'll find some information on that. You got some cats in your neighborhood, community cats, we call them. They go from house to house and beg and feed 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 dozen times a day. Be sure to have them spayed and neutered so you don't have 6 or 7 cats making the rounds next week.
And even beyond that, it's actually just good for the long-term health of your pet, especially if you don't plan on them having offspring.
And it's good for the general wildlife in the area too. The cats are particularly one of the most destructive invasive species there are. They kill birds, they kill small animals. So when they're free to just roam and with no restrictions, they can do a lot of damage. I've read that a lot of people blame the extinction of the dodo birds on the sailors eating them. I've read it. Actually, no, that's not true. Don't taste that good. Sailors didn't want to eat them. But the cats, the feral cats that were brought to the island, because they're on all ships at that time to control the mice, the feral cats that got on the island loved the dodo eggs and destroyed almost all the eggs until they didn't have a sustainable population anymore. So, cats have been the cause of extinctions in the past, and they do their damage to any environment that they're free in, unfortunately.
Whether it's dodos or your couch, one or the other.
That's right, or the dodo on your couch. So.
Yeah, I got more than enough scratches.
Yep. So.
But yeah, so if they wanted to reach out, contact, maybe get some information, where can they hit you up?
They can call anytime between 11 o'clock and 5 o'clock Monday through Friday, and between 10 and noon on Saturdays at 309-837-2989. You can always check out our Facebook page. You can always email us at mcas@macomb.com. That's McDonough County Animal Shelter. It's the first letter of every word. Macomb.com. And I'm forgetting one. The best thing you can do is come out to the shelter. Yeah.
That's right.
Come out to the shelter. We're at 101 East Tower Road, just north of town. Cross that Lemoyne River. Go about 2 blocks, make a right-hand turn. Go another block, and you will have a...
You bet. All right, Joe, I want to thank you so much for bringing out Justice today, and with any hope, he should be able to find himself a home pretty quick.
Pretty soon, yeah, I say. If you want somebody to go out and run with you, play with you, play fetch, interact with you, I think Justice would be a wonderful dog for you. Like I say, I'm pretty sure he's fully grown. He loves attention. He wants that attention. So he's going to be maybe not a lap dog for a few years, but I think at some point he'll turn into a lap dog. But he's going to be around you, wanting your attention, wanting to play. He's going to keep you active. So if you're looking for somebody to get you off that couch so you're not a dodo, then Justice might be the dog for you.
He might just be. Only one way to...
Yes.
All right, Joe. Thanks again, and we will talk to you next week.
Yeah, thanks, John. Thanks, K100.